says the thief's purpose is to steal, kill, and destroy. Jesus' purpose is to give life in all its fullness. Like I told you, I work with some youth whose lives have been destroyed. They've been abandoned. One of the first days when I went to the facility where I was walking through the place just to get a cup of tea. And this girl was walking in front of me. She was like 16 years old. And I opened the door just to let her go through. And she looked at me, and I know we're all youth here, so I know what you're telling me. You can understand this. When she looked at me, she says, I know what you want. I know what all men want. And I said, well, I just want a cup of tea. And she says, you're all the same. Now, I didn't engage her at that conversation, because you know where she's going. So I just said, all right. I opened the door. Are you going? She said, no, and I just went to the door. About 3 days later, my wife came to pick me up with my little Pooh. Hi, Pooh, I love you. Are you asleep yet? Get off my Xbox. And when my wife came into the facility, she put my daughter down, and my 2-year-old girl did whatever all 2-year-olds do. She ran up to me screaming, and she ran into my arms and gave me the biggest hug. I squeezed her, and I tried to bite her ears off. I try to do it every time I see her. I try and bite her ears off, and she sits there like this going, no, Daddy, no, Daddy, no, Daddy. That 16-year-old girl who said that I had an ulterior motive 3 days before fell on the floor, crying. She looked at me and said, I wish my father had done that for me. And she looked at me and she says, Richard, I know what you were trying to do. And I said, what was that? She says, you were trying to open the door. Of all the youth that were in the house, my daughter only went to her. I just thought it was kind of like God's grace just being expressed to this little girl. The thief's purpose is to steal, kill, and destroy. Jesus' purpose is to give life in its fullness. The world is going to lie to you, folks. They're going to tell you that you need style to win, you need status to win, and you need success to win. The definition of the word blessing in the Bible, I disagree with. Well, I didn't until my prof told me why I was. Was that me? Could be. The definition of the word blessing, according to Webster's, is that being in a state of happiness, that you consider yourself to be fortunate. Folks, I need to tell you, you don't need something happening in your life to make you happy. You need someone in your life to make you happy, and his name is
Jesus.
Okay, we're cracking the top. Does that mean?